when it came to sacking Ten Hag, I feel you guys should have done it immediately after the FA Cup.
Boom.
Because there was plenty of fishes in the sea as far as
Hansi Flick was
unaona sai na feel ni kama mshachelewa class and you guys are going to play catch up because whoever's going to come in right now is playing Chelsea this weekend and also the other fixtures that are about to come na zitakuwa ngumu. There's that toxic culture at Manchester United. There are these changes that are ongoing in the United camp right now, so he's immediately under pressure. And of course, now you guys are broke.
Guys, he's gone. Finally, I'm to Jojo.
Hakuna furaha bana. Guys, Ronaldo the greatest bana man. Lakini unajua shida trophy mbili. The last time Legends no trophy ilikuwa Mourinho bana.
Yes.
Happy man, I'm happy. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of the Wildcard. On this week's episode, we do talk about how the fraudulent Ballon d'Or awards keep on messing up our vans.
And what's the fuss with Arteta and Mourinho bana? Arteta is Arteta bana.
Na kila kitu nakasirisha. Ballon d'Or wrong recipient. Huku kwingine pia Ten Hag the greatest one. I'm not happy at all, man.
And remember, this episode has been brought to you courtesy of SportPesa. Now, this week's question of the week is very simple. The last time Man United and Chelsea met in the Champions League final, which Man United player missed a penalty? Type it up in the comments and make sure I will give you a shout out on the next episode. Now, guys, first and foremost,
Yes.
we have to start where, the host of this show supports the biggest club in the land. Manchester United. You see that? That's heritage. You can't talk about heritage. That's heritage.
Wait. Right now we're 14th
What
in the league.
Of late tumekuwa 14th, tuko na negative goal difference, but hakuna kitu imenibo. Kama sisi kuomba Man City space kwa jet yao.
Maino. Wakasema imejaa. We can't accommodate you guys.
Unajua niliona hiyo story nikakumbuka ile meme ya Dr. War. Ile so you guys are going by road. I will meet you there. I mean, it's funny. I don't even understand why. Don't get me wrong. I like Kobe Maino. He's like my little bro. And I also like Garnacho as much as I prefer him as a super sub for my club. But I don't understand even first and foremost why they got the invite. I mean, I get they were nominated, but if you're not going to win, don't show up.
Prospects.
Don't show up. Yes, they are prospects. Yeah. But at the end of the day, big Man United.
Yes.
That paid 100 M's for that paid 80 million for Anthony Mateus dos Santos.
I think it's supposed to be big Man United. It used to be big.
Used to be. You're
not going to affect reduce your expectations.
Yes.
You guys will be at a better position. Nani Sancho vinalingia Chelsea. Amenyamaza tu. Unaona zinawaka. So you guys reduce your expectations. Unaona venye mnaenda mnaomba bado mko na space. It will work for you guys. Yes. You guys are no longer what you guys used to be.
Yes.
Be humble. You guys, it will be easier for you to work on yourselves.
Really? And it starts by accepting where you guys are. Mali muko mnachapo na West Ham.
Aye, but commercially we are still big. Unataka kuniambia yani Garnacho alifika Paris na electric border ama
labda aliomba dini ya Aston Villa si Martinez alienda
commercially big how na mnomba space. Kwani what does Ineos do for Manchester United?
I think they do a pretty good job so far. Well, personally, I know they've done something good for me.
Surely.
Si tuna save costs, guys. Unaona last season watu walikuwa na serviwa raw chicken Old Trafford. Unaona sasa hii stadium ina leak. So sasa we are trying to save on costs. Hata end party ilikuwa cancelled. Hii mwaka hakutakuwa na Christmas party huko Old Trafford.
But you guys really need a Christmas party.
Yeah, but we are the biggest club in the land.
No, right now you guys need to focus on getting points and getting wins and winning the Premier League and going back to Champions League.
Winning which Premier League?
So umesema kwa ground to focus.
Yeah, focus on the ground, my friend.
Hata jusai hata hatuna pesa.
You guys are so broke. You guys are so broke. Hata Ten Hag kuchujwa itawakula dent kwa mfuko.
So basi anyway, kama United hawana pesa, there is one company that never fails to have money. And of course that is SportPesa. Right now the mega jackpot is at over 389. Musiangalie Chris baby, focus on the money. Focus on the money. The pay bill number is of course 955-100. account number ni phone number yako na unahitaji ngapi 99 bob pekee na wewe ni millionaire
na Chris baby atakufuata sana usimwangalie sai
sasa anafuata huyo midweek mwenye ameshinda 13 million.
What is 13?
What is 389?
No.
Surely.
On to matters that now make me a happy man. Huyu jamaa alikam na pupa yake, the boiled egg with a beard. Jamaa, the only thing he has on Jimani is probably maybe akona tunywele juu yeye na Jimani wako na same hairstyle. Exactly. But at the end of the day, he came here and all he had to say was eras come to an end. Well, his era is finally done. Ineos have given me the early Christmas gift. Wamechuja huyu jamaa ni nini?
That's the saddest day in football, bwana. It's boring.
Jana nistuka. Jana niangalia hivi niko na traffic police karibu nichape traffic police. Tunashanga aje jo Fabrizio Kierere. Lakini sasa going into the weekend unajua tunacheza na nyinyi.
Sisi tunaanza na nyinyi.
Lakini unajua mko na Rudvan.
Nyinyi mnapata new manager bounce. Unaweza imagine Sammyro, hata wacha nikuulize, put yourself in your shoes. Me by the way, hii mambo ya ati sijui Ferguson, we need another manager to give us 20 years sitaki. I really want Ineos to implement that policy where if it's not working now, fuck off. And it's clearly not. Huyu jamaa alitupeleka penalties na Coventry. Huyu jamaa aliacha nione 7-0 Anfield. Ali 7-0.
The thing is, uwezi ni mata player moja alifungia Coventry.
Bana, hata sijui. Na tukafika pena na Coventry.
Even there was a disallowed goal because had that game.
Exactly, Na ilikuwa comeback.
Sasa hii weekend vitu tutawafanyia. Junior mko ready?
Nani? Sawa, haina shida. Unaona when we were bad, at least we had one person who was outstanding for us.
Yes.
Paul Palmer.
Yes.
Who's outstanding for you guys?
Everyone now. The manager is gone.
You see what
No, that doesn't happen overnight. Sawa. It happen overnight, bro. Amwezi click hivi mara moja.
Surely.
Sai Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez akicheza kidogo, Lavia comes in. Na ana perform. Sasa inakuwa ngumu kidogo Enzo Fernandez anakuwa super sub.
Yes.
Tunataka Blando huko game ikienda kuisha, si sai. Ikombolewa kama tuko 3-1. At least itakuwa 3-2 game iishe. Ninyi mko na nani? Who's the Leeds backup? Harry Maguire. Bro.
Dalot.
Dalo anacheka kipati durume watu alipiga mtu kazi ya kando shoulder.
No. Amuelewi your mathematic. Dalo was doing it for the fans. And hata even do jamaa chujwa job.
I think, let me tell you one thing you guys mnaweza fanya maybe msaidike. Since mnataka wenyu sio effective huko mbele, anzeni kufunza Dalo kufinish.
Yes.
That's the only thing that can help you lab.
But sasa huyu jamaa aliweka Mazraoui number 10. Surely.
But Mazraoui
grounds for sacking.
Mazraoui anacheza kama number 10 wenyu kidogo moyo huko shua kaina.
Ngoja uone number 10 wetu watawafanyia nini hii weekend.
Kidiedi sasa.
Banda.
Eriksen yake ni secondary. Bro. So make sure at least you guys mkigamble. Bruno is your best.
Yeah.
Si hata tukiweka combined 11 Bruno hawezi come in.
Bruno
yes.
Tukiweka combined 11 labda tumtupatie Onana peke yake.
Aje sasa.
There's also Garnacho because when you look at that West Ham game, Garnacho stood out.
Yeah.
So you guys right now, who do you think will suit that job for Manchester United? Will you stick by Ruud van Nistelrooy till the end of the season?
Yes.
Or will you guys now get somebody to just fill in for now? Like,
I think for me personally,
how are you guys, one, as a fan, feeling about going forward?
Yes.
And also, two, tactically? Because it's still early in the league. You guys can still turn things around. We've seen as evidenced by Chelsea last season. So what's the way forward for Manchester United?
Me personally, I've always touted a big club needs a big manager. And at the end of the day, of course, the two big managers out there for me are Simeone Inzaghi at Inter and Diego Simeone at Atleti. But there's no way them two men are leaving those clubs right now. I think the biggest rumor is Amorim.
Yes.
Amorim, who's been touted to get the job on a permanent basis, and I think that's why we signed Ugarte, because he did play for him under Sporting. But mimi kama mwezi pata those big dogs,
Mimi nataka Nagelsmann. Manchester, wewe unapenda haram football.
Ego, like unajua Simeone akiingia hapo lazima umpe heshima yake. Hawezi ongea hawezi ongea ufala.
Brayo. Since Alex Ferguson left, all these names you've been signing are big names.
Mourinho is the only big name.
LVG
Moyes was just a top 6 contender with Everton.
LVG
time yake ilikuwa ishaisha hiyo time.
Mourinho
is the only big name we've had as a big time manager.
You know, because Manchester United fans at some point were talking about going back to Ole Gunnar.
Aje.
But then kusema ukweli Ole Gunnar, it's just that he was never given what he asked for.
Yes.
Unaona? Huyo msali alitisha Haaland. Huyo msali alikuwa ng'amonge.
Alitisha di Jude,
Yeah.
You see? So the thing is pia board pia yaze maybe kusikizao makocha.
Yeah.
Mourinho akiwa Chelsea he asked for Drogba and not Ronaldinho. Mwenye alikuwa option. Na akapatiwa yeye alisema tu just give me this guy. When he was given Drogba yeye alifanya wonders na Drogba. Haikuwa lazima apatwe hizo big names, unaona? So listen to the coach hata. Lakini sasa sisi ni adui muombe njaa. Wewe fanya wrong si tufurahie.
Pick a leaf from even Brighton who've signed this 31-year-old manager who we didn't know much of but had a brilliant start to the season. It's not a matter of now big names. We've given us a history of signing these famous names and it has resulted to not so successful in terms of winning like the Premier League. So I feel or I think it's time you guys actually pick a manager who's familiar with your team. On the other hand, where I feel you guys let yourself down was when it came to sacking Ten Hag. I feel you guys should have done it immediately after the FA Cup.
Boom.
Because there was plenty of fishes in the sea as far as
Hansi Flick was
unaona sai na feel ni kama mshachelewa class and you guys are gonna play catch up because whoever's gonna come in right now is playing Chelsea this weekend and also the other fixtures that are about to come na zitakuwa ngumu. There's that toxic culture at Manchester United. There are these changes that are ongoing in the United camp right now, so he's immediately under pressure. And of course now you guys are broke.
Tumechuja mzee tukimpea 17 milioni yake aende nayo.
Wanasema ndo kama wanaomba ndege.
Tunangoja 25 ya Sancho.
That's Alex movie ilikuwa ya kupia ya ku reduce cost
Reduce cost bana. But at the end of the day Sporting hawajai gonga Man U. Walitupea Ronaldo, wakatupea nani? So wakitupea hata manager wao sahi. Siwezi jam. I will just not be as excited because sasa sitaki kwenda YouTube nianze kuangalia Sporting highlights. Vile nilikuwa naangalia za Ajax.
But it was very unfortunate that Ten Hag came from a team yenye kuna very rich football philosophy.
Yes.
Na wako na style of play. Lakini Man U haikuwa onyesha style of play yoyote.
Nothing.
Hajai. Na kumempea players wake.
Wacha hata harama hata gani. What was that? Yani ukoshua umse ametoka Ajax. Mimi nilikuwa najua sasa Man U anataka kupossess. Kumbe mapelea kidogo kina Rashford ndo wawe possessed. Unashanga what is this guy doing? Ganacho akafunga bao deadly against Everton.
Yes, and that was it. Movie yake ikaishia hapo.
Anthony Arsenal lile.
That was a good photo session kwa studio. Na hiyo story yake ikaishia hapo. But now the way forward now.
See, of course it's Amorim.
Do you guys believe gonna beat Chelsea?
Wase wengi wametout Thomas Frank because like United have had good history whenever we were signing from the Premier League. Unaona ka Babatov tulienda tukatoa hapo. You know, when you used to sign players from other Premier League teams, you were doing well. But now sasa mnataka the guile of Spanish football, the flair of the French league, nini. So if Amorim is the guy to do that, because I firmly believe that's why Ineos signed Ugarte.
When you're buying a coach, make sure me consider his style of play and what you guys have. Sasa ukiangalia kama akakupossess mko na wasi wa kucarry ball.
In midfield Kobe can do that. In midfield
but that's just one. That's just one.
Eriksen itabidi amefanya hivyo hadi May asikufe.
Diallo is
maybe hata tunaweza rejuvenate Casemiro.
Right now I'd choose Diallo over Rashford.
Ahmad. Yeah.
Safi. Hata anafaa kupatiwa more game time. Ganacho pia kwa vizuri because of late amekuwa akicheza better coming on sub.
Yes.
Unaona. Delete pale ndio pia mligamble tu moja ajabu.
Just give me the
Malasi hatujui kama alikufa. So I think Manu, if you buy a coach, if you take in another coach, make sure you consider what you guys have.
Yes.
Usipatie mtu kazi ya unataka kufunza kupatia mtu watu hawezi work nao.
Yes.
Unaona kama Chelsea sasa ni rahisi because kuna watu wengi. Alafu na huyu akishindwa there's an option.
And also you guys filtered out the unwanted players prior to the season.
But you filter ya kufanya vizuri. Kuna watu wengine wangeenda instead.
Nani? Ungetema nani?
Uza Gallagher bro iko option.
So undaikulia.
No, but Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid.
You only fighter.
Yeah. Atletico Madrid came in with a good offer.
But then pia anasuit Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, so it's good business.
Yeah,
it's good business. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'm looking forward to what is in store for us as Man United, just like I'm looking forward to the Facebook page, SportPesa Facebook page. Mbona hii amjetuwekea Chris Baby? Sitaki kuona hizi sura. Kama mnaweka hapo Biggie.
Anaitwa Kingston.
Mbona mnawekea Biggie na hapo maybe kwa about ama hapo kwa meeting ama kwanza hapo kwa posts. Chris Baby akifanya hivi ndio inafaa mkwembe. Bas. And you can also find our predictions there. You can find our Instagram reels there, courtesy of SportPesa. It's the latest on their social media platforms. Make sure you visit and follow the SportPesa Facebook page. On to matters over what happened in the last weekend.
Yes.
Headline fixture. Arsenal versus Liverpool. Highest scoring fixture in the history of the league. Venant.
Yes.
If you want to win the title, you have to beat the big 6 teams.
Yes.
If you want to win the title, stop complaining about injuries. If you want to win the title, stop playing dark arts football. Acheni kucheza haram.
You can hear the jealousy behind his
Not
voice.
even the jealousy, lakini there's some reason because after unaona ukiwa na Odegaard, ukiwa na msemo outstanding, lazima pia uwe na replacement yake hapo standby. Unaona Man City. Nani amestep up Kovacic of late mpaka he's good kwa kutry kufinish. Kovacic yako anafunga. Lakini sasa unaona he's scoring. Kovacic akikuwa mbaya Gundogan ata step in. Lakini sasa nyinyi yani it's clear you guys creative wise mna lack. Arsenal kama kuna kitu mzuri anaweza ngafanya pale creativity yao na inakuanga top.
Yes.
Vieira angekuwa better option, angekuwa option poa sana. Odegaard akiumia. Odegaard sasa Vieira hayuko, Odegaard ameumia. Sasa hii Timba mimi ni mse moja mimi namrespect, wewe mse anajua ball. Gabriel tena pia kidogo tena injury. You guys don't have people who are replace. Ule
Kibio.
Kibi what? Wanaitwa Kibi what? Kibio sana anakuja kucheza na Merino na pia kuna ule mwenye mlinunua alipiga bao noma against Man U.
Oh, nani?
Rice.
No, Calafiori.
Yeah. Calafiori, what's up?
Calafiori is injured. Right now, what's happening is we are accumulating injuries to our team, to our first team, and people can see it in terms of we are now struggling, but I'm also seeing it in terms of this is an opportunity now for the available players to showcase what they've seen, what they've experienced while training. Am I panicking? No. I'm very confident that we're still the same Arsenal that we believe. We look at the players. We look at
more belief than your coach.
and it's as a result. It's as a result of watching how we play. Gabriel, yes, he was injured.
No, watch when you play at the moment.
At the moment, you're okay. You know that game could have ended like in terms of Liverpool wange win because they had their chances, of course, wange win. And Otis is here. I was telling him, you guys had to injure us for you guys to actually get a goal.
Excuse
What do you mean? Look at this one. Kitu mnalak tu. Unaona venye Palma alipiga ball kwa space. Neto akakimbia. Mtu kama Odegaard alikuwa anafanya
that was a good goal. That was a good goal. Yeah.
Juu atacheza ball kwa space. Lakini by the time ball inafikia Trossard ana have kukam collect ball. Of which inakuwa ngumu, link up play inakuwa hard kidogo. Jule Kaimenyi pia si mtu unaweza count on that.
Can hold up the ball.
Ati can hold the ball. Niko na Jesus hivi wasema.
Wewe ball ni kazi ya keeper.
Gabriel Jesus.
Bro, at the end of the look at your midfield. Mikel Merino,
scored a
Thomas Partey, Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Hiyo ni back 7 mnaekea wase. Pamoja na hiyo back 4. Mnaekea mnakaza bas. Juu mbona hamchezeshi Jorginho na kina Sterling? Ama wamekuja pension? Mbona hawachezi?
So
Mimi chile demi yangu mpoa. Ati tuliuza Jorginho sababu tunampenda sana. Na niliwaambia time and again ati Arteta has a system ati that Jorginho will suit well. Havertz atacheza poa, he's been good. No. Jorginho bro, amwezi mchezesha kwa game serious. Kwa game yenye watu wanatolewa mbio. Kwanza imagine you guys playing against Barcelona. Mweke Jorginho katikati.
News flash, we did and we beat them.
Come
Kwa-
So-
kwa hizi netball
We did and we
Hizi
beat
toka
them.
za mbuzi.
We did and we beat them. 2 seasons in a zikifuatana.
Kwa
That was a
tournament
statement we did versus PSG.
Sasa Kenyan statement, mimi niko na swali kwako. And representing even the Arsenal contingent.
Yeah.
Hii mambo ya kuleta sijui pickpocketers mkiwa dina, sijui kuleta inawasaidia aje soka?
Mko na
Juu sasa mko na drama
too many side shows, eh?
ati pickpockets. What the
First and foremost, that wasn't supposed to reach the public. I don't know who. We need as a team. We need to. There's a mall in our team.
Jimani has taken good company staff to dinner. He's hired someone to steal Sammyro's phone, to steal Waudo's keys. Come on.
That was a lesson right there on being attentive, and it showed.
Is it paying off?
It paid off when we scored fast. Mapema versus Liverpool. You see how Robertson was humbled very well. Baka was
Ulimlipa.
hapana, we were so humbled.
Wewe ni defender. Unajua this guy ndo strong foot yake. He's very likely kuleta. Alafu unamfuata ni kama mko related. The only thing you're supposed to do, delay attack kidogo tu. Akijaribu kupiga na weak foot yake ya right, stretch utoe. Akijaribu kucut in, uko at a position pale unaweza intervene. Lakini alimfuata. Anafanya Saka time and again. Very overrated player. Anakanoma.
Wewe.
Unaweza compare Saka, hebu Saka sahi, okay? Kwa top 10, top 5.
Top 5 right wingers.
Right wingers.
Unamweka.
Very easily.
Kwani
Easily.
Yamal anacheza cricket?
Jamal ni goal.
Aya. Now let me even take it up the step.
Yes.
Yamal reminds me of Saka.
Zima kamera.
Naisha mjomja amejafura pande moja. Why you lying? Hey, why you lying?
Look at how he played versus Real Madrid. It reminds you of Saka and how kwanza that goal. It was just so good. You're a Real Madrid fan. This is one tough week for you guys.
Ati umesema Yamal reminds you of Saka.
Reminds me of Saka.
Saka anakaribia sawa. Saka anakaribia Rodri.
Hey.
We cannot compare Saka and Rodri.
Sawa, Saka anakaribia Vinicius.
Vinicius ni upande wa left. Compare
Saka
with
hata
Wote ni wingers.
unaona pale Dembele labda ni Dembele.
Dembele is off. He's off.
Yeah, anatumia both feet.
Is off. We beat them. You know, you're forgetting
Wale
that
wanasema
all these
Dembele
players.
gani?
Osman Ama.
Yeah.
Si ndio nasema we beat them. He played, we beat them. He was
Bro,
almost
Saka,
above par
hii
in
ndo
terms
watu wengine
of
mnafaa
performance.
kuhumble. But mimi in my arguments, I've never really in my arguments, mimi hata sirukiangi Arsenal. Hao ndo watu wenye mimi yani naangalianga hivi. Watu wanachoko Arsenal na
Hapana.
unajua mbona mimi nako very passionate ku enjoy Man U. Juu ni timu kubwa ukweli iko na all the trophies. Arsenal haina trophy in whatever
Hata
form.
Europa tu.
Ya Europe.
Hata tu Europa.
Watu wanajua watasema nini? Ati tuko na golden nini? Wajua wako na one form, wazini wako nayo. Una Premier League, si mko nayo, lakini in its best form. Do you have any form of a European trophy? Apart from ingine mlishinda 1970.
Ile yenye wanaikanga
UEFA Cup.
Let's talk about right now. Wachana na vitu za
Right now, you
kitambo.
guys are still not winning anything.
What do you mean we're not doing anything?
You
We
guys
are
can only win games, not trophies.
Venant, let me tell you this, and let me speak to all Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
Mnahitaji Kiburika United fans. We've sacked a manager who's won 2 trophies. Nyinyi bado mna clean. Oh, jama 5 years. Oh, we trust the process.
Yes, we trust the
You only play
process.
beautiful football with nothing to show.
We are unbeaten in the Champions League at the moment.
Even
Sawa.
Villa, even
We've
Aston
only
Villa.
lost- we've
Even
only
Aston
lost-
Villa.
we've only lost-
Even Aston
Hata
Villa
si
and Man
tuko
City.
Champions League hii season.
Mambo ya, ipupa yenu. But at the end of the day, statement yenye umemake na imefanya nikuwe triggered ni ati Yamal reminds you of Saka.
Yes.
Hey.
Lest you remember, just earlier in this week, Yamal won the Copa Trophy. That means he's the best young player in the world right now. And that leads me to the discussion where najua sahi Sammyro amejam. Hadi mimi sahi nimejam. Unaona ile ball pale ile. Hiyo Ballon d'Or. Ni nani alipewa?
Rodri. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. This is an inspiration to you who's watching right now when you unacheza ball. This is an inspiration to other CDMs. This is an inspiration to future Ballon d'Or winners. You don't have to be... Of course, it pays well if you're in Real Madrid and you're playing exceptionally well. But Rodri is a proof that even you can win the Ballon if you play your role very well.
I just have one
you look
question.
at wait. You look at guys are asking him like why did he get it? Versus in Spain, played very well.
Not their best player.
No,
We're not talking about. We're not talking about best player. We're not talking about best. He's not even the best player in Man City. I'll even give you guys that. But you look at his impact and his role at Man City.
Yes.
Winning PL, UCL, Club World Cup, everything. You look at Spain now, how they played very well among the young team.
Yes.
You talk about Yamal right now. And then you look at right now, even vile tu ameumia, it was a big news. So yes, people feel it was Vinicius and stuff, and I wish Ballon d'Or actually could give us the criteria to which they selected him.
Yes.
But now that it has been decided, I feel it's motivation for future players that even you can do. You don't have to play in Real Madrid. Trent Alexander-Arnold talks about winning the Ballon d'Or ahead of the UCL, and the pundits are talking about him doing it at Real Madrid. Rodri is evidence that you can do it too.
Venant, fuck your motivation. Look at someone like Busquets. Busquets never won the Ballon d'Or as a CDM. Look at someone like Casemiro, 3 Champions Leagues in a row, never got it. Hata angalia 2 Spanish midfielders, Xavi, Iniesta, hata wao. What do you mean?
What makes Rodri special?
Gani? What makes him so special?
Na kuna watu wako the same team na yeye who are better.
Okay, who do you think could have, other than Vinicius?
Vinicius and Bellingham had a huge claim to that trophy.
Bellingham has been silent this season.
This season is 9 games. This season is 9 games. We're talking about a whole other last season. Bellingham was busy doing this in every stadium he went to.
Yes.
He was busy doing this.
Except?
I remind you, Vinicius as well. He came back in the second half of the season, and him and Lunin carried Madrid throughout the knockouts of that competition.
Exactly.
In the final, Dani Carvajal himself, 36-year-old, mind you,
Yes.
scored a goal in that final,
Okay.
and was also integral to Spain winning the Euros.
Yes.
During that Euros, Umse alikuwa subbed. He was subbed off. Zubimendi stepped up. Now, Spain walicheza better football with Zubimendi on the pitch. So there's no way you guys are qualifying this guy.
The UEFA Champions League team of the season came out and Rodri was not in the midfield. How?
Okay. Like I said.
Sabitzer made that team ahead of Rodri. Sabitzer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said, I hope about the people behind the event
Yes.
give us a criteria as to why they chose
Ndani wanaweza tupea hiyo criteria.
I hope, because you know what was sad, especially like when you're watching it, let's say as a Real Madrid fan, you see and the winner is, and you hear just the fans chanting Vini, and then you hear Rodri. It's a bit off.
Yeah,
But
man,
I liked his speech, by the way. I like how he gave credit to even the teammates. Teammates from Man City. Hey, yako ni feelings ready me. The team.
He doesn't deserve it at all.
Bro, unajua kwanza hii ni nice because inapea Vini extra motivation.
Yes, and exactly. Motivation.
Unaona sasa hizo L2 ile 4-0 ya Barcelona alafu ya kumiss out on Ballon d'Or. Vini is about to tear this place up. Anataka kuharibu sasa vitu.
But then just to be fair, Jorginho won the same number of trophies and more. He was nominated, lakini hakupatiwa. Alafu
Who beat him? Who beat him to that?
2020 si wali scrap off.
ilikuwa
Hiyo 2020 wakishinda, 2021 was of course Messi.
Lewandowski was performing.
So uliona Kenyan
Yeah, Lewandowski was performing. Yeah, I know.
Shika hii top scorer award, my nigga. Thanks for participation. Come on.
Anyway,
It makes sense. It doesn't make any sense, bro.
I think we need to ask listeners.
criteria.
A lot of questioning needs to happen.
Yeah.
So in the Ballon d'Or, a lot of questioning needs to happen. And another junction that we need to take, and a lot of questioning also needs to happen, is in the Kenyan Premier League.
Yes.
Especially you guys as Gor Mahia fans. The KPL is back, of course. Last time out, Murangasil, SportPesa's own Murangasil beat my team, AFC Leopards. Of course, Pia Shabana have been welcome into the SportPesa bracket.
Yeah.
But a key factor is, of course, Gor Mahia. Hapo ndo macho iko kila pahali. Whether it's in the CAF Champions League, wakipigwa na Al Ahly, ama it's back here in the local league. Because everyone knew the games in hand, they would catch up. But
Yes.
najua kitu imewauma ni hiyo ya City Stars.
Yes.
Niambie wagwan.
Before
City Stars kwanza unajua kufungwa na team zote. That's the sad thing. Alafu to the coach, you don't gamble with the biggest team. Igor now he will go. I don't care if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing.
Yes.
Ndio, of course it will be a problem later. Mimi nimekuwa nikiona hizo games za Mosquito. I'm a big fan of whatever is happening there.
Yeah.
But just look at it in this angle. Our Kenyan football is not rewarding. These guys are getting a space where they're being celebrated. People want to be around them.
Yes.
Everybody is shouting their names. Imagine unapata na top scorer wa KPL Omala ati anapanda gari tu kama mse wa kawaida matatu. Mnapitana tu na yeye. Alafu huku kwingine unapata Mosquito ameka mpaka kuna mpaka inahaipiwa. Mimi game ya jana hata sikuwa najua inachezwa. Alafu unasikia toto amebenchiwa sababu ya hiyo. You don't just change things hivyo mara moja.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a wrong thing for them to do. Lakini ungewapunish tu hata mmoja mmoja. Unaona?
Yes.
Hii kutoa hivi kila mtu Gor Mahia utaenda.
Kwanza na mafans.
Hii ni timu ya mafans. Mimi sijui, lakini coach kama unataka kufika favela mbio atatranslatiwa na kizungu. If you want to go back to your country, mess around with Gor.
Yeah.
Pole tu, just make it a slow transition. Jumi nilijua italeta shida. Nishaicheza ball hata ya high school peke yake. Ukienda home because we will need you during the second term games.
Yes.
Don't play football ukiwa home so that you don't get injured. Lakini nobody was injured. Play, win, alafu usolve. Hawezi anza kusolve hivi alafu tena uletewe shida. Juu sasa ukilose game na sababu bado unafikiri unaweza punish watu na uende ishe hivyo. Yo bro, mazee utaenda.
it was even bad. It was even horrible to watch. These guys
walikuwa 10
men at some point.
Then City Stars.
Nairobi City Stars beating
the last person mimi nakumbuka kucheza City Stars ni Jimmy Bagea. Watu wa kitambo
sana.
Sijashughulika hata na City Stars. Gor inafungwaje na City Stars ati because unapunish watu hivi mara moja. Coach utaenda bwana.
And also when you look at the history, because this guy talks about knowing Gor Mahia as early as 2003. And so he should know that even our unbeaten run, whenever we lose, it's never early in the season. This guy is breaking all sorts of records now.
Ten Hag.
That Al-High defeat till today, it's on him.
It's on him. It's on him.
I'm talking to Omala and he's watching the game. And we're being it's 3-0. It's 3-0 your time. Unaona? Now kuna hii City Stars. Nairobi City Stars beating Gor Mahia in Machakos.
But here I'll defend the coach kidogo. Sisi, we just need to better the quality of football in Kenya. Hiyo nayo tunaweza kubali. Kwa kiasi fulani bado quality ya ball yetu, mimi naweza sema tu bado tuko chini kiasi. Wale wasee they're handling football differently kidogo.
Even their warm up, when we saw the warm up, it was different. And you're calling yourself an international recognized manager. Where's that expertise when you need it? Nairobi City Stars, surely.
City Stars hapana. City Stars
hiyo ni fair. Umendadi huko ulibet.
Watu walitoka job Monday jioni.
It was on Monday.
It was played Monday afternoon.
It's just increase the quality of football. Let the players know that they are appreciated more. Ndo kitu kama Mosquito ikiwaita bwana hawafurahi sana. Wajua pia mchezaji anafurahiana na we have been called up for this. Utakuwa na hii mambo na kuna these structures. Wasee wanakam. Fanyeni ball, let me tell you. Fanyeni ball pia ikwe rieng.
Entertaining.
The reason why rugby in Kenya is flourishing is because iko na vitu ladies, after parties. There's no such things in Kenyan football. If we make a point of doing such a thing, maybe you will keep the players kwa their respective teams. Kotbiro previously was doing the same thing. Unapata timu unaambia junior South B inakuja viko stacked iko na players. Maka Mariga Wanyama wote wamecheza Kotbiro. Olech the same thing. So make it more enjoyable, make it more
entertaining.
Let them fans kwa kiwanja. Lakini sasa kama game ya KPL haiwezi compare na ingine yetu ya Appetite Sunday League. Bro, wacha watu wacheze Sunday.
Wacha wasema jibambe. And just as Sammyro is talking about the way Kenyan football needs to be changed, hiyo gospel yake tunaifuata na gospel ya tujiamini. Here at SportPesa, of course, we have the tujiamini initiative that is trying to, come up with the grassroots talent.
Yeah.
So go to tujiamini.co.ke, submit your talent. You could be a dancer, you could be a singer, you could be an acrobat, you could be a guitarist. It doesn't just have to be about football. Entry is free, tujiamini.co.ke. And I also want to remind you, there is that Cheza Dimba tournament.
Yes.
Wasewa Coast, this is your time. All you have to do is sign up for your teams, because hiyo time tulienda Eldoret, tumeenda Meru, tumeenda Kirinyaga, tumeona there's so much talent. There's a lot of talent to be on.
Na wajua watu wa Coast for the longest time wamesema ati sisi tunacheza mpira kwa utaratibu. Wanajiona like a Barcelona. Wasiwa Mombasa. Let's see what they have to
Yeah, that's true. And also over the weekends, there's the past weekends, there's also the coming weekends. There's a lot of rugby going on in and around Gong Road pale Impala grounds. And of course, on the 2nd of November kuna ile silhouette. Sindio manze, please do not miss out. I'm pretty sure there'll be standout performances on that day. Sammyro amesema kuna vinye rugby na flourish juu kuna ile after party. So please turn up on the 2nd of November to show your support to the rugby teams. Speaking of support, FPL team yako inasemaje?
FPL team yangu iko poa sana. I still haven't used my chips yet. Iko intact and I'm pretty confident with my team. I don't know how you guys are feeling about your FPL teams right now, considering tuko game week, is it 9 or 10?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tunaingia game week 10.
This time sikuwa mbaya.
Mimi I think hii weekend by the way siwezi feature. I think Haaland, Mbeumo na Saka ndo waliniokoa. Yeah. So now I'm eating good. Although nime make transfers. Nimeona I badly need Cole Palmer in my team instead of Luis Diaz.
He's on record saying sell Cole Palmer.
Hata sijaisema hivyo in my life.
Episode ya Lotan. Episode ya Lotan.
Not even Arsenal.
Not even sell. Manze nilishtuka.
Sammyro unaweza believe mtu Arsenal.
Mimi yani sijui nilikuwa naaminia nini huyu Martinez wa Manchester.
Versus West Ham. You see, exactly. You see, it speaks to the level of quality you guys menda chini. But you see, even when he's selecting Martinez, he expected a clean sheet versus West Ham. Yes, and I've said when it comes to Manchester United, the points, majority of the points come from the defense because you guys aren't scoring much. I think it's 7 goals in 14 appearances in air. So it ni kidogo. So with Man United ni defense, but now I don't know versus Chelsea. I wouldn't recommend you to, because you guys
get Palmer lazima tupige bite.
Palmer and
Jackson lazima
Jackson is good.
Tupige bite.
Palmer for me in FPL is a must have. You, even if he's playing Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern, whichever team, Palmer is a must have in FPL as far as Chelsea is concerned, because Chelsea are scoring goals. But for this game week, I want to give a couple of advice for you FPL managers. Right now, as we've evidenced by Arsenal, we're picking up injuries. The premium teams are picking up injuries, and also the premium teams are playing more games. So kuna these other two small teams in the Premier League who seem to have form, but nobody is talking about them. I'm not going to talk about Salah versus Brighton. No. I'm going to talk about somebody like Wolves, because as EPL is concerned, Wolves are yet to secure their first win.
Yes.
But their fixtures, their upcoming fixtures, favor that. So I don't know when, but I see that coming. So somebody like Cunha and Nori for Wolves. Those are players who have very good form, and the fixtures in our favor vizuri. Number 2, we have Archer versus Everton. Played very well. He's cheap. You can consider him. Honorable mention to Jackson, as he said.
Nicholas.
Yeah. Number 3, Wood from Nottingham Forest.
True.
Yeah. I hear now his goal tally is put him among the top 5 or something. Akofiti. He hasn't blanked the last game weeks, and he's playing versus West Ham. Come on.
Definitely.
He's very cheap. And then I've talked about Fulham midfielders versus Brentford. The reason why I talk about the Fulham midfielders, it's because Brentford are now starting to concede goals and Fulham are playing very good football. Guys are saying at Fulham ni Arsenal 2.0, but that's a story for another day. Lastly, Ipswich versus Leicester City.
Yes.
This FPL or EPL, this is a big game. And there's this guy called SZ Modix or something. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Yeah, that's somebody who I'd consider for FPL team. Of course, the Salahs, the
kila mtu ako nao.
you have
Kila mtu ako
yeah.
nao.
Yeah.
Oh, basi. Sammyro, I think it's time you accept that you are a loser. Take your place. Take your place. It's time for me to shine. Leo, Sammyro ndo stand in for Nyash.
Yes.
So Sammyro.
Yeah.
Pata tu zote wrong. Nakuomba tu. Hapa sasa, nakuomba tu. Umeiwasha iko on.
Msiweke max zangu.
It is time for trivia.
Boop, confirm.
Make sure iko on. Iwashe.
Uko na nyuma.
Msiweke max zangu.
Yeah. So yeah. Nice.
Let's go. So first to buzz, answers first.
Yes.
Okay, question number 1. Which Ballon d'Or winning footballer had a galaxy named after them in 2015?
Man like CR7. Don't fuck about.
Number 2.
Okay.
Who has won the Champions League with 3 different clubs?
Player or coach?
Player.
Player.
Yeah.
Pedro.
Nope.
Go on.
Blank.
Eto'o? No, Eto'o is 2. Answer.
Seedorf.
Seedorf, Clarence Seedorf. Okay.
Pedro.
Madrid and Milan.
Milan.
Yeah.
Should have known that.
Question 3. Top 4 teams currently in the KPL.
KCB, AFC, Posta Rangers. Nipe 2 points, manze. At least nimename tatu.
Achana mimi naibika.
Asema.
Nikubad. Nikubad.
Ngoja. FC kwa hapo.
FC tuko number 3 ama 4 sahi.
KCB, K-Sharks, Marashuga, Leopards.
Oh my God.
So simnipe 2 half points.
No.
I mentioned 2 of them.
Ini maths. This is
Question 4.
Yeah.
Which nation has won the African Cup of Nations the most?
Egypt. Pay me my man.
Come on. That
5.
Yeah.
Which club set a Premier League record for most goals scored in a match away from home when they beat Southampton?
Leicester.
Cheki chukweni kitu yenu. Wewe mnenda home.
I think it will happen. These guys have a different WhatsApp group that they discuss this even when he's asking the questions.
Acha manishi.
Hata kiulizo maswali.
Nataka leaderboard yeko. Sasa hivi kushua Nyasha na T. Sasa hivi kushua
nimecheza game moja.
Nyasha na T mbaya sana. Ana T. Bro, nakwambia sahi. Unaona hata umerudi umeona si rahisi. It's not easy. It's not easy. Anyway, a big shout out to, of course, our question of the week. This week's question of the week is, of course, which player missed a penalty when Man United last faced Chelsea in the Champions League final? Which Man United player? Post it up in the comments and then I will give you a big shout out. Of course, that is happening in the next episode. Now, last week's question of the week was, which player managed to score 4 goals when Liverpool did play Arsenal at Anfield last time out? And of course, it was Andre Arshavin. Now, a big shout out to, of course, Charles Spencer who said it, of course, Keith Franklin and Gitau Joffrey. A big shout out to Arshavin, bana. Jamaa alikuwa lethal in front.
I remember that.
Other than that, I want to remind you guys, by the way, the mega jackpot is at over 389 million Kenyan shillings. And there was someone, not even someone, a lot of people took over the midweek jackpot. 13 million imeenda. 13 million.
Walai.
Sammyro unangoja nini? Nini nitakutoa kwa blog?
Waja mimi na shida ni moja, hii pesa itanibadilisha. Mimi nitakusahau. Sasa mimi nawapenda kama rafiki zangu. Wacha nishike hiyo pesa.
Usijaribu.
Sihitaji hata 389.
Hiyo 13 iko sawa.
Hiyo 9. Rodri 389 utani miss bro.
Until then, man, it's been a great episode. I've been Brian Waudo.
Venant.
Sammyro.
Till next time.